The interactions continue here at the 62nd Siam Annual Convention. Some industry stalwarts gracing the occasion and sparing some time for us. We have another gentleman here, Mr. Vikram Pawah. How does it feel to be back in person, meet the industry face to face?
Really good. After a very long time, I think everyone's coming back together. So, yeah, a lot of changes in people as well, but good to finally interact face to face with everyone.
Right. If you could sum up, the entire sentiment of the industry coming out quite strongly and making escaping results after the two pandemic-marked fiscals, and things seem to be heading in the pre-pandemic direction.
Absolutely. What we're seeing is since the pandemic settled, I think we can see a very steady and robust recovery in the demand, and especially if I talk about our segment or our sales, it has been much faster, recovery, and really good to see that. We haven't seen that kind of a demand for a very long time. If I look at some numbers for the first 8 months, in our car segment, which is two brands, Mini and the BMW, we've grown by 51% already. Right, in the motorcycle segment, the Upfront brand, we've grown by 48%. So really solid growth, record numbers that we've seen in the last 15 years of our operation. So I'm really confident that the festive season just around the corner, the demand will even fuel up further. Of course, a lot of exciting products from our side as well, which excites people to even attach to the brand even more. So looking forward to a really good year this year.
Are you happy with the kind of healthy mix between domestic sales as well as exports?
Well, we don't do any exports other than some motorcycles that we export with our partner TVS. So domestic sales, like I'm saying, is very robust. And if I look at it geographically as well, there's a good distribution between Tier 1 and Tier 2 and 3 cities. So it is not that only the main metros are growing, it is that all the markets are growing in a really fast way.
Well, like the industry, you've also taken a lead on the EV front, announcing quite large plans for the EV portfolio of these things. What on, how aggressively are you pursuing that, and what is the kind of launch roadmap that you're looking for?
So I think BMW has always been number one in the e-mobility, right? Because in 2013 we launched the i3. And I think this year in 2022 we have again proven that we are the leaders in e-mobility, because we are the only manufacturer in the country that are offering actually 3 different distinct models in electric. I don't think any other manufacturer is offering that kind of a variety in e-mobility. So be it the mini hatch or the i4 sedan or the iX SUV, the customer can choose either one of those formats to attach to the e-mobility. Really good demand, really good demand. I think since our launch we actually sold out for the whole year, and for some of the products we actually sold out even next year. So we're trying to arrange some additional production. So we'll be aggressive on the EV space. I think we made it very clear to the world that we will have 25 electrified products across the world. Out of that, 12 will be fully electric. All those will find their way to India.
How much of a role have your partner suppliers played in this? And what are the kind of localization exercises happening right now?
So we are celebrating actually 15 years of BMW operation in India, including our manufacturing operation in Chennai. So we recently delivered the 1 lakh car to one of our customers, the 7 series, which are locally produced. So our partners locally are a very important part of this success story. Because from day one we started introducing products locally. I'm really happy that 98% of the sales that we do today is actually locally produced in India. That clearly shows we are making it in India with our partners, including some bigger partners like Post Motors, a lot of partners who supply seats, axles, and other parts as well. So really good collaboration there. And I think what that's doing is that we are able to localize up to 50% of our production, which is a great start.
Since your first EV launch, how have you seen the driveline evolve? Range is one improvement area, obviously, that is on the radar for everybody. But what happens to the other nitty-gritties of the powertrain?
So I think for us, BMW, I think when we're looking at the EV space, we want to make sure that the BMW is a fun to drive car, right? It's purely, that's the core of our brand, and driving dynamics is very critical for us. And we wanted to make sure when we're launching the EV that the driving dynamics remain intact. So along with that comes the power, the immediate torque that you get to the EVs, and of course the range that comes with it. What we're seeing as the feedback from Indian customers is I think the range that we're offering right now is pretty Indian conditions. Because we have to understand in India we normally drive short distances. Long distance is not similar to the way Europe would do it, right? So the current EV range, for example, the i4 is the longest range in the country today, right? Which is offered at customers are getting great feedback about that.
Your word on the government intervention on how they handle the industry and bringing in new things like Bharat and Cap and other emission compliances.
So I think the government's vision about the EV space is very clear. We can see that, that we have achieved 30% by 2030. A lot of enablers being put into place ice-free. I think I would say that anything the government can do to even make demand overall, what we heard today from the government as well, the intention is to make the automotive industry a major part of that 5 trillion economy, or 10 times the economy that the vision is during the government. So we are happy to participate. We are happy to bring in more parts. We are happy to bring in more technologies. And of course, what we ask for is stability of policies, clear direction, so that we can all participate in development of India.
Right. In the short term, supply chain bottlenecks have been quite a concern. There's been some softening, but this is the process. A word on that.
Well, so I think it's been one thing after the other. So it started with Corona, right? It started with semiconductor after that, and then obviously the geopolitical situation, and then also now we're seeing a lot of shortages in the logistics side. So the supply side is not as reliable because ships get delayed, containers get delayed. So we have to manage that situation quite well. Of course, we expect that to continue for some time. So on our part, we make sure that we are doing daily reviews, making sure we're on top of it, and also keeping our customers happy. I think that's right.
On the manufacturing front, what have been the efficiencies added to the plants, including at the site?
So we, of course, all the time look at how we can gain efficiencies in the plant. So the idea is to create more capacity for the investment first, because that is what gives value to our customers. We are able to offset some of the price increases or cost increases that are happening. So we've been over the years working on how do we improve efficiency. So for example, now we have a capacity on single shift basis with 2 lines of 14,000 units. So we've been enhancing that over the years, and we expect that the demand we should be able to cater existing demand in China.
Right. A word on the new battery chemistry. We keep hearing new battery chemistry from on and off. Which are the most stable battery configuration that?
I think it depends on the product, but I think when you look at it, as BMW, because we started the EV space in 2013, so it's been 8 9 years now for us in this process. So maybe we're a little bit more experienced with it. We are already in our generation, in our model lineup, we are on generation 5 batteries now, and we're already developing the generation 6. So this technology will evolve, as the industry matures towards more and more EVs, more models come into play. So like I said, we will have fully electrified vehicles available in India or the world by 2023. So I think you'll see a lot of development.
Are you also looking at alternative drivetrains?
Absolutely, we always do. I think BMW has always been at the forefront of new technologies, be it inside the car or in the engine or safety or anything like that. So we already produced a small lot of hydrogen cars, X5, which are being used for trial and demonstration and testing purposes at the moment.
How do the next 6 months to a year look when it comes to the product?
It's fantastic. I think we have a plan to launch overall 24 cars this year and 5 bikes. So really exciting year for us. I'm looking forward to a record year this year.
Right. To sum it up on the growth areas and challenge areas, speaking not just on behalf of BMW, but also as the industry.
So I think growth areas are clearly there. We can see that demand is coming back. So we need to make sure that we are able to offer really good, fantastic products to these customers when they're coming back to buy cars. In terms of challenges, like I said, the only challenge always remains the stability of policy. Ensuring that there's a clear roadmap of policy so that we can look at maybe 10, 15 years, what do we need to do.
One very important point that I want to conclude with is your focus on pedestrian as well as occupant safety, in the light of what has happened recently. A word on BMW's overall vision of safety.
BMW always puts safety as number one. So if you look at the kind of technology we have in our cars, we don't for regulations to happen. We already have 6 airbags, for example. We have really reinforced side railings on the structure, which ensures the safety of everyone. Pedestrian safety is part of that design itself. We have a lot of technology that is included into the car for safety management as well. But finally, it's all about whatever is required in the country, what is required for us to do as individuals is make sure we follow the rules as well. We have to make sure that I always do that. I tell my teams all the time, wear seatbelts, that's essential. Don't talk on the mobile phone. Please don't use your mobile phone. Adhere to the speed limits. These are the basic things that we all of us can do as Indians to make sure we all see.
All the best on staying ahead of the curve in the coming months as well.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much.
Party people in the voice of me, yeah.